Yeah.
Alright, so I'm here with Mr. Quilty, and we're just going to explain to you how to drill out this gem setting in this little ring. This is a year 9 ring, but it's the same principle for whenever you set a ring in Chenier. So the Chenier that's what the tube's called. This one here has already been set, so it's already been drilled, ready to go, but in this video we're going to show you that process. What's going to go in there is a gem, like, I'll just put in my palm here, like this one. So that's a red one, so that it looks clear on the video. But they're clear, they're green, they're blue, they come in all different colours, pink ones, and so on. So this is a red one which is going to use for the film. So just put that aside. So we've got a bit of tube set up. I'll just get a bit closer like that for you. The first thing we're going to do to prepare this is use what we call a round burr, which is this one here. It's a cutter that's just shaped round, and we're just going to drill in like a drill to open that hole up a little bit. So I'm going to actually go quite vertical here, like so, and half of the ball, so the depth is half of the ball is going to be inside that tube. That's pretty close, maybe just a touch more. And that's got it pretty good there. So that round burr, that's the one we start with, always. Okay, start with a round burr. But then we need to actually finish with what we call a setting burr, which is quite different in shape. I'll just take the round one out. Now this one here, you can see is got a point on it. That's called a setting burr. The setting burr has a little flat edge on it here, and we're going about halfway into that flat edge, which is just going to be a little touch in terms of the actual putting it in the hole. I'll just show you that. Okay, put that in, nice and secure, and again you've got to hold it straight upright. It's very important that it's upright, otherwise it won't be right. That's all it is, so it's hardly anything compared to the round. It's just a little touch there, and what that's done is made a nice flat seat. Okay, we call that a seat, and you can see it really well in the video there. I'll just point to it with something sharp. So the seat is this little part here, and that's what we call the girdle of the gem, the underside of the gem sits on, and then we're going to use a little hammer to fold the edges over when it comes time to actually doing the ring. But that's how we drill out that. What I might do is get a ring now and just show you how we actually go about setting it on a second little video. Okay, so in our last video we showed you how to drill out this little setting for the gem, so this time we're going to show you how to set it. So we get a little gem, in this case it's a red one there, pop him in, that's beautiful, it's nicely set. So Mr. Quilty's done a great job of drilling it out, preparing it. Now I'm just going to put a little red dot on the top there, one there. You don't need to do this when you do yours, but just for the video. There's a bit of a docker's pen happening here. It doesn't matter, that's a bomber's pen. All I was going to do was mark the 4 intersections there, so try using a docker's pen this time, that's better. So one there, so 4 corners opposite to each other, and we're going to start by rolling those 4 corners over the gem, and we're going to use a hammer, this one with a round end, and we're using the round end of the hammer just to roll it over. I'm just going to back this off so you can sort of see a bit clearer, and then I'll go close in. So this hammer's got those 2 ends, we're using the round end, we're putting a finger on it to protect the gem, and just a light touch, just a light hammer. We don't want to hammer the gem because they're cubic zirconias, they are very, or glass, some of them, they're very, very brittle, and if you contact the gem they'll just crack, and it's then a mission to get it out and put a new one in. You can do it, but it's too hard. hard. It's too much work for us. Okay, there, so we've done the two opposites there. I'm going to do this one. Beautiful. And then we're going to do this last one. All the time protecting the gem. Okay, now I can get my hands out the way and go in a bit. Hang on. Yep, that's pretty decent. And then we're just going to fill in. So we were did the opposites, now we're just going around to fill in the little spaces between the opposites to get it fully rolled over that little gemstone. Again, I'm not contacting the gem, that's really important. It helps using the round end of the hammer because you're less likely to hit the gem when you use the round end. Now, that's pretty good, but it's not, well, there's still a couple more steps we've got to do. This hammer, we're not going really upright because if we do, we'll hit the gem. So then we're going to use this little brass rod thing that Mr. Courtier or I will give you, and you just put it almost upright. I've got my hands in the way, it's pretty hard to show you without my hands being in the way, but that's nearly upright there. And just tapping all the way around. Okay, keeping that brass rod fully upright. Okay, I'm going to do this right-handed, which is not good for me, but we'll just do it like that, all the way around. It's actually pretty good. And then there's one more step. I'm actually pretty happy with that. There's one little step now to finish off, and that's using a particular little tool. This will do. Okay, this is not normally the tool I'll use, but this will do the job. All we're doing is pressing the inside of what we hammered over it, so just to tidy it up. So it's a nice sharp tool. Yeah, that's working. It's just pressing the inside over, and you should see a nice shiny little line around the inside there, just rubbing it right over onto the gem. It's pretty good. That's not too bad. Okay, now I found the one I actually wanted. This one here, so it's really quite a pointed tool. That's better because I can get a more rubbing action. Beautiful. And that's actually quite smooth now in there. It's called burnishing. Nice rubbing action. Alright, really happy with that, that's never coming out. Now, last thing, we're going to finish this off with a little bit of a sand with what we call a black wheel. This will do, this is one type of black wheel, this is a cylinder shaped one, but there's another type which we can show you when it comes time to be doing them. Okay, and at this, the reason why these black wheels are good is that they don't damage the gem too much if you accidentally slip. We don't want to, but just in case it does slip. That's taking the little marks from the hammer off without doing damage to our ring. So it's just the part that we've hammered over we're sanding, just the little dents off. Oh, thank you, Mr. Purdy. So Friday night when you go out to McDonald's by candlelight with your wife, you can present her with a nice red gem set ring. Alright, that'll do for that video. Good on you guys. Thanks for listening.